stuff. Driest tyre possible. That's what I learnt off you. In Invercargill, multiple years, and you'd slide the blooming dry on the back there and dawdle around in the rain at the start, and then just destroy us all at the end.
Yeah, sometimes it works out.
It's worked out quite a few times.
The clouds come over, it doesn't dry up, and then you're stuck.
Hopefully this one's not going to blow. It's just going to blow through, and you get a little sprinkling, and just make them a little bit tentative on the first few laps.
Well, Marquez tried to slicks on at the end of the qualifying yesterday and didn't quite work out.
Great start there for Andy Harper. And good to see Carlos Goldsworthy. You got to meet him at the last round. What a real likeable young chap there. Out on his 636. He's really getting into the thing, and he's just started and got a beautiful little style on him. Quite a diverse one here too. We've got Boyd's bike with David Jensen there out in third place. Only 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 bikes out there in this class. Probably our smallest class of the day. The other ones seem to be pretty jam-packed, but good place to start, isn't it, in Clubman's class?
Yeah, just for people who like riding a bit faster on the street, maybe. I won't have a go at this, and it's just a safe way to just come in and just don't have to prove anything, just ride around and there you go.
Don't get speeding tickets, everyone's going the same way. There's marshals there looking after you and some expert people to help you around the pits. It's a great place to come and learn, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. There's no trees and lampposts and
yeah.
gutters and
cops.
Yeah, that's it.
So we've got a Aprilia 1000 out there in first place, V-twin, and then in second place we've got the 636 Kawasaki doing a great job. And then we've got a little Super Duke, is it, out there?
690 Super Duke, yeah.
And then we've got an old R6 out there. And there's one of Tony Rees's old superbikes. Just jumped off a SV650 straight onto a superbike, so just getting used to that. Little 250 there, and then CBR 1000. And then an SV650 down the back.
1988 Yamaha, 88 Yamaha 250.
Yeah, you'd be remembering those days, wouldn't you? He's done a great job. He's out in Clubman's class, and he's all over the 600s and stuff. Those 250 Proddy days, eh? Remember that?
Yeah, so that's the TZR 250 that he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 3 great seasons on those.
Did you race against Robert Holden?
Not in 250 production.
Who was, when you were out in 250 Proddy class, who was out there then?
The first season I did, Aaron Slight won every race up to the Nationals.
Yep.
I was about 11th.
There was another guy from Gregory Yamaha that was super duper fast, wasn't he, that passed away back then?
Blackwell. Yeah,
Blackwell.
That was just before me.
Yep.
I never raced against him.
Yeah. 57 out in front, Andy Harper. He seems to have this one under control, and great job from Carlos there. Older R6 there, out there, 47, David Jensen. Just shows how spread out this thing is, so it can cater for all different riding levels, doesn't it, Clubman's class? Different bikes, different levels. They've split into different packs. All following each other around there. Hopefully Duncan and Shane can have a little bit of a dust up together at the end of this race.
Yeah, they're all closing up there.
Started off at track days and stuff, and now they've got a little bit better at that, and they're coming along and they're racing each other and having a bit of a ball out there.
And my second oldest son, Caleb, he could really be out there, I suppose, but he half chopped his finger off a couple of weeks ago. He was trying to pull something out of the bicycle spokes, and he was riding along and it caught. And
Done that one.
it's been operated on and it should be right.
All the kids are good at the moment, Andrew?
Yeah, all great.
Yeah.
We've only got 9 at home at the moment.
Yeah, battles are tightening up. David Hamilton and Carlos are lining each other up for the end with 3 laps to go. Andy Harper's making things a little bit boring out there in front on the Aprilia. He's looking super sharp. Look at them tentatively tiptoeing around there. Come on, boys, just jam it up the inside of them. I'd like to see them rough them up a little bit. Get into it. It's not a track day.
Yeah.
And then look at that. Tony Reed's superbike just blow them away down the straight.
Yeah. I think those raindrops are gone.
Come on, boys, get through. I think once one of them gets by, look, there they all go. Now they're ripping it. Now the race commences. They've all been a little bit too polite.
Yeah.
Come on, Shane, go get Duncan. Andy Harper there coming around. Going to be 2 laps to go. Second place is still Carlos Goldsworthy, and he's doing a great job. A little bit of bad luck at that last one. He tucked the front down into turn 2, which is a standard sort of thing around Taupo Park, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first right-hander. If your tyres are cold on the right-hand side, it's very easy to lose the front there.
Physical little track, this, isn't it? In the infield, very, very hard to to imagine trying to do an endurance race around this track.
Oh no, yeah. It's seriously like doing a marathon.
Huge gap back to this next bunch.
No, it's right around this circuit. The new dark patches of seal on the apexes of a few corners, that's got quite a lot more grip than the old surface. So you really crank it on that, then you get ready to pick the bike up and slide a little bit just as you come off it.
And that dust up's taken off. Duncan and Shane have decided to hoop it there.
Here goes Tony Rees. He's put on a bit of weight, but still doing his best.
Coming through to get the white flag there is Andy Harper. It's on that Aprilia 1000.
Spreading out somewhat now.
David Hamilton's still, he's almost onto the back of Carlos. They're trying to keep him honest for this last lap. Pretty good little lap times there, 21 from Andy Harper. Then Carlos is into the 24s and 25s from David.
Yeah, David Hamilton on the KTM Super Jig 690. It's the same engine as the Kramer. It's the standard chassis, that's all. And he's hanging right on the back. It could be close at the end.
I'll go scoot down after this one and give Duncan Rowe and Shane Wickie the rack up, because look at their lap times just dropping down to the 24s. They could have been right in there. A little bit too polite. There's no manners out here, is there, Andrew?
No, but, you know, it is a club day too. Everyone wants to go home in one piece.
And get trophies like Andy Harper's trying to get here. Coming through for the race win, getting the checkered flag. And it is tight, like you said. Carlos hanging on to second. Great ride there for Carlos. And David Hamilton was keeping him definitely honest there. Yeah, huge gap back there to Shane, I think. Is it? David Jensen there. Lonely ride for him out there on the little R6. Shane and Duncan have been mucking around with each other, being too polite, and they've ended up out the back door.
Yeah.
One corner to go for Shane Wickie, and he'll have posting rights over Duncan there. Here comes Duncan Rowe there.
Jacob mentioned the painted grid markers coming around that last corner. They've got a bit more grip now. They've been sandblasted and redone with grippy paint.
Yeah. Yeah, that last one when it was raining, boy, it was just slick and slippery. I was just being a little scaredy cat going in there, but there's a wall straight ahead there. It was quite concerning. And imagine, even when it was dry, like the sub bikes and stuff were complaining, but yeah, I did notice those, like you said, those patches, man, they've made some good improvements to the track. There is a nice bit of grip out there, and down in turn 1 in some key areas. But yeah, there's always been quite slippery white lines around here, haven't they?
Yeah.
When the temperature gets up around here too, it turns into a little bit of a slippery track, doesn't it?
Yes, that's right, yeah.